Hi, my name is Natalie, and I'm one of the group members on this project. So for part one of the project, this is where we imported the data set that we used, and we kind of just analyzed how many rows there were, how many columns there were. We were able to locate different songs, and then we started to locate different lyrics that were in the songs. And so that was most of the first part of part one. Then in the second part of part one, we did word stemming. So we uploaded a file with stemmed words, and we looked at how they were shortened, and then we analyzed the rows and columns there, and we were able to find and locate how different words were shortened, what words were shortened a certain way, and we also found what the shortest words were. So after that, we went back to our original data frame, and we split it into a training set that was 80% and a testing set that was 20%. And then we made a bar graph of it in order to show the proportion of country in each, which was about the same, which is good because both the training and testing set should have the same proportions. So in number two, we started to build a k-nearest neighbor classifier. And so in the first part, we classified each genre based on color. And then we built a function in order to do this, and we made a scatter plot of it in order to see which ones were the closest distance to each other, to see which songs were the most similar, and to see what features were similar in each so that we could classify country versus hip hop. And so we did it again, and we were able to run some tests on some of the songs. And in this case, Looking for Love is closer to In Your Eyes than either of the other two songs. And we found that the genre of the song would be country. And so we continued to do this, and we calculated the distances between the songs, and we integrated it into a function so that we could plug it into the table and calculate the distances for all the songs. And then we calculated the most common genre, and we found out that the most common one is country in this case.
Hi, I'm Aibad. So I did part three, which is the features. So first we had to find a distance between point one and point two, which was already found, which was from the variable from the training set into the testing set. From there on, we had to create our own feature set where I had to pick 20 common words between country and hip hop songs. So I came up with 20 common words, and then I basically described how I selected them, which was I used the y-axis to be the country songs and the x to be the hip hop songs. From there on, we had to computate the distance between the genres and training set. So we did that as followed. And then for 3.5, we had to do the 5 nearest neighbors classification, which we did. And then for 3.6, we had to classify the test features in the train data frame. We did that to find out the genre. And then for 3.7, we had to assign the grandpa genre to classify to find out the genre, which was country. And then for 3.8, we had to create a new test set of 20 songs. So we did that there. And then for 3.9, we had to basically classify every song in the test set. And then we had to basically compute the correct proportion of the correct classifications.
Hello everyone, my name is Birendra. Actually, I'm doing part 4 in this assignments on the lab project. In this one, we get the 10 features from the songs to develop a 5 nearest neighbor classifier to compute accuracy on the test set. So we just build up our classifier set. Then we get the distances from there. And then after that, we can evaluate the accuracy for our classifier. We can do it by getting the precisions and accuracies like true positive, true negative, false positive, false negative. And after by getting the algorithms, we can find the accuracy. But unfortunately, due to some issues in our code, we didn't get this answer for this ones. Other part of this project is all good. And the 4.2, I just described how we got the stuff features and classified distance. 4.3, we just put our answers like that classify the data based on the decision accuracy of the classifier and how is data gonna be fluctuate. And for number 5, we are doing a video and it's asking for us like how we work on a team project. First of all, when we get the project like few weeks ago, we make a Zoom meeting with our teammates to do the Zoom project. Like we did when for first week we did number 1 and 2, and the second week we did 3, and after all like that. So this is all about that. And in the question number 5.3, so as three presentations for the pictures. It's actually like the what we get the knowledge before we taking the class, conceptual thinking, and what we get after getting conceptual thinking, or what is the resulting after getting the class. So I think that's all about my project. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. This project and this class taught us all a lot. Like he said in this little bar graph, it just shows how much more knowledge we gained from taking this class. Thank you.
Thanks to the professor.
Yes.